You want to do an Audax UK cycle, but you think they're very intimidating, they're very complicated, and they're very, well, difficult? I'm not too sure. Whatever's putting you off signing up or doing your own Audax event, I'm just going to share with you just now. I've just done my first DIY route planned Audax UK event. I've just sat and plotted my route, and I am doing this very soon. And I wanted to do this to prove that doing an Audax is not that difficult. The great thing about doing an Audax yourself is there's no pressure. You don't have to get somewhere and sleep the night before or cycle to wherever you're going, depending on where you're going. I'm doing mine from literally the park nearby. I'm going to start there, I'm going to finish there. I'm doing 100 kilometres, 107 altogether, because I want to make sure that I get the 100 kilometres when it's verified and reviewed by the team at Audax UK. So if you're under, that's not going to be very inspiring when you get that email back saying sorry that you've not made it. So I'm doing 107 altogether. Taking a coffee stop, I'm going to head towards Nairn over Forest direction, and it's going to be pretty local but nice and scenic and just what I want. I've organised it on here, I've got my brevet sorted, I'm all good to go. I just need to get myself kitted up in a few days, and we will see you on the road. Good morning, fine people. Here we are a couple of days later and I'm all ready to hit the road. 66 miles, 100 kilometres, a little bit of elevation, heading out to Nairn, the sun's shining, got the shades on, got the tunes on. Doot, 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 doot. Doot, 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 doot. Ready to go. Got my mic on, it's magnetic, so hopefully I don't lose it. Got my bottles full, got my snacks, pretty much ready to go. Ready, Floss? Right, I've made it to the start of my planned 100k Audax route, which is at the Elgin library here, and I've already discovered an issue with my Insta360 mount. It seems to have lost a screw, so it's very loose and I can't use it because it's rattling. So I'm probably gonna have to deal with the rattling noise for the next 100k, but I've taken the Insta360 off, so there'll be no more Insta360 footage, I'm afraid. But oh well, here we are, the sun's shining. I'm about to head off my official first DIY Audax route. So the rest of the footage will be filmed in my Pocket 3. Yeah, it's just as good. I just won't be able to take those moments going downhill and stuff with my hands fully in control of the bike in the Insta360 doing the work. So I'm just going to lug it around in my back pocket now for the next few hours. Anyway, let's get rolling. Seven miles in, not many more to go. I'm just heading down the road towards Pluscarden. I'm going to go up over Pluscarden Hill. It's one of our favourite kind of local hills here. There's not that many to choose from, so this area's probably got the most. Down towards Rafford, onto the Granton Road, I think. Down past Randolph Sleep, down towards Nairn, and then it'll be an about turn. Garmin's saying 16.5 degrees. It's good. So far, so good. Apart from that rattling. That's coming off as soon as I get home, and I'm going to have to buy another one that maybe the Insta360 connects to without any bolts, because they do rattle loose on these bumpy roads. Anyway, next stop, Pluscarden Hill. Okay, this is an Audax, not a race. However, I was going to film a little bit of the climb up there, but I looked back and I saw a cyclist behind me, and I could see his lasers were on target. My back was feeling hot and I was like, no way. So if I don't have a PB going over that hill today, I never will. How you doing? It is. He's going to come and speak to me now. So this is the man that had the target on my back, and I was like, I'm not going to let him catch me, so I put some effort in and I went up the hill pretty fast.
Have you got a radar sensor knowing somebody's behind you?
I looked back and I saw you, and I was like, all right, this is the time to get my personal best up this hill. So I'm just doing a little bit of a video.
Always good incentive. I knew, because your missus told me that you were setting off early, so I thought, right, I'll come in and I'll chase you up that hill.
So Thank you. If I get a PB, I'm going to thank you for that. So cheers. I'm just heading to Forest. Excuse that rattling. That was nice seeing someone local who was chasing me up the hill. He's away into Forest now on his own. I've turned left. Although I did see there was a sign saying one of the roads is closed, so I'm hoping it's not one of mine. That might be an issue for the Audax routes, and I don't know how that works if you've got a diversion because of a road closure, but anyway, I'll figure that out later. It's time for a snack, I think. Just about 15 miles in, 17.5 degrees, warming up. So far so good. Just met Jenny Cycles. If you're watching this, sorry I didn't film, but enjoy your ride to Lossiemouth. I hope the sun shines for you and it's a lovely ride. I'm sure I'll see it on Strava. But that's me just about to enter the main road here and head towards Logie and Randolph Sleep. So camera's going away because it's a busy road. I'm not going to be in it too long, but it's busy enough already. Logie Steading, just down the road there. Nice downhill section here. Get to the bottom, the River Findhorn. There's a nice story at Randolph Sleep if you're ever in this neck of the woods. Recommend a wee visit there. Nice bit of Jacobite history. And I'm going to head up the hill towards Ferness, and then I'm going to turn right towards Nairn. Oh yeah. Not a bad day for a DIY Audax. Yeah, sunshine. Long may it continue. So I've just came from this road here from Forest, which is 11 miles that direction. We're going down here towards Nairn, which again is 11 miles. As you can see, Granton's 13 miles that way. And if you head down that road, it'll take you to Car Bridge, landmark Forest Adventure Park, and so we're going this way. Time for a wee pick me up. A Voom Power raspberry and beetroot. I had the raspberry, no I didn't, I had the beetroot and chocolate not long ago and it was alright, so I'm going to try this one. 11 miles to Nairn, find a shop, get myself some gummy sweets and some chocolate milk. Don't forget the chocolate milk. Oh yeah, flies. I'll tell you what, it's nice but it's a bit dry. Definitely needs some water with this. That's me just entered Nairn. Now the wind's picked up and I can't decide which way it's blowing. If it's coming from the east, I'm in trouble because I'm going east now for the rest of my ride. But I'm going to find I think it's a Scotmid or a Co-op. Going to grab something to eat, some of my chocolate milk, and head back towards Elgin. So that's 25 miles, just over 2 hours. I'm in Nairn. I've stopped at the Scotmid to grab my lunch. I've got, I'll show you what I've got. Got some chicken satay, some sausage rolls, some Swedish fish for getting me back, some cheese and onion crisps, shaken udder. It's gotta be, and some Lucozade Sport to get me back. 25 degrees. Roasting. So far, I'm having a good time. I'm just hoping that wind, I think it might be coming from the east. In that case, I'll have a bit of a struggle on my hands, but hey ho, it's all good fun. It's not a race, right? Right, I'm going to enjoy my lunch. I think the wind's coming from the north. I can't tell. It's definitely not a tailwind, I'll tell you that much. So I've done 40 miles. It's 21 degrees and I'm just on the road between Nairn and Contessic, heading towards Forest. Just been overtaken by a female TT cyclist out there smashing it, love it. I still see her ahead. I'm not trying to catch her.
She's down there somewhere. You can maybe see her, you maybe can't. It's a beautiful day anyway. The Broom of Moy. One thing I didn't consider when I plotted this route was the off-road section. Just about to do. Noisy. Right, hopefully I survive this off-road section with my road tyres. That is one brutal headwind, and I've got it all the way home. I've still got like 8 or 9 miles left to go. 3 hours, 33 minutes, and it's 24 degrees Celsius. It's scorching. My legs are... that headwind's just killing my legs. I did have a decent average speed, and I'm not, I'm not normally one to worry about that kind of thing, but when you're kind of doing well and you're looking down, you're thinking, oh, I'm doing all right. You want to kind of keep it going, but I just know that's going to drop from 16.2 miles an hour to something else. Am I having fun? Yes, I am. Am I looking forward to getting home? Yes, I am. My kind of fun balloon's deflating slightly and I'm starting to get tired. And I've just done some interval training there by my coach. Gave me a couple of 8-minute efforts to do just to get that fatigue. When you're feeling fatigued, you want to be able to push a little bit further. So I've just done that, which has also contributed to my zapping of legs. Anyway, I'm nearly there. I'll maybe do a little video at Kula Coffee. It's not going to be open, but I'll have to go there to come back to get my miles in, so I'll see you in a minute. Almost choked on a Swedish fish there. I'm at Kula Coffee, but it's only open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday at the minute. But I knew that. But this was part of my route just to get my extra miles in. I'm at 61.46 miles, so I'm almost at my 100k, but I wanted to make sure I guaranteed I got it, so I've just came this little bit. So I'm going to get a mile with a tailwind before I turn back into it. It's been absolutely brutal. But if you're in Murray and you're coming this direction, definitely come and have a cup of coffee and a cake at Kula. And Duffus Castle is just there. Doesn't get better, does it? Anyway, I'll see you back in Elgin. I'm nearly done. I am home. Do you want to see the numbers? My first official DIY Audax is complete, and I got some personal bests, but seriously, that headwind on the way back was brutal. 66.98 miles, 2,697 feet of elevation, 4 hours and 7 minutes, 16.2 miles an hour average. Didn't expect that, and I burnt 2,493 calories according to Strava. I'm not sure how accurate all that is, but I'll take it. Now here's the next part, is whether the Audax UK are going to finalise my route. Now I was supposed to finish where I started at the park, but I was well beyond what I needed to get my first 100k, so I just nipped in home because I was passing. So I'm hoping that's not going to affect anything, and if it does, well, lesson learned. I've still had a good day on the bike. What do you think? Floss, have you got anything to say? No, I didn't think so. Anyway, you guys have been awesome as always. Hope you've enjoyed this little video on Audax cycling, and if you've got any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'll see if I can answer them, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Sun's shining. I might even have a little beer, afternoon beer. You guys are ace. Be strong, one pedal turn at a time, guys.